How did people react to the news of Napoleon's death? As many of you know, Napoleon died in 1821 on the island of St Helena, which is pretty much in the middle of nowhere. And because it was so far away, news of Napoleon's death took ages to reach Europe, like 3 months. And once the news of the former emperor's death finally reached Western Europe, everybody was pretty quiet about it. Now, of course, this doesn't mean it didn't go unnoticed. Newspapers announced it, of course, but nothing else beyond that, really. Because you've got to understand that after the Napoleonic Wars, there was this huge thing called the Congress of Vienna, which basically reorganised Europe and tried to restore absolute monarchies and stop another Napoleon from reaching the throne by any means necessary. So during his final years on St Helena, up until his death, Napoleon was extremely unpopular. Now, of course, when he died, not everybody was indifferent. His supporters mourned his death. The more liberal sectors of society were very upset. But there wasn't like a public display of affection. There wasn't like a national state of mourning or anything. Napoleon's remains on St Helena wouldn't return to France for another 19 years. So how did Napoleon's exile on St Helena become so romanticised? Well, because Napoleon's Irish doctor while he was on St Helena, Barry O'Meara, published his journal in 1822, a journal in which he went into great detail about Napoleon's time on the island. So all these memoirs start to get published, and once people start reading them and sharing them, a sort of Napoleonic nostalgia starts to grow. Napoleon's legacy ends up being re-evaluated by the French people, and before you know it, they start begging for his remains to be returned to France. And so in 1840, King Louis Philippe orders the return of Napoleon, or what's left of him, to France, and he was buried in the Hotel of the Invalids, where he remains to this day.